Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to another edition of Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, our YouTube channel, and for live game coverage, log on to flowhockey.tv. There you can sign up for monthly or season passes. Minnesota State was way on top heading into the weekend. The Mavericks had a comfortable 16-point lead over Bowling Green and Northern Michigan, who were tied for second with 43 points, followed by Lake Superior State and Bemidji State. Tech dropped to sixth, 8 points ahead of Alaska. The Chargers held that all-important 8th spot, followed by the Bulldogs and Seawolves. However, MSU and UAH were both off this weekend, leaving them vulnerable to teams in tow. We'll start in Sault Ste. Marie with Michigan Tech at Lake Superior State. After falling into an early 1-0 hole, the hometown Lakers scored 3 unanswered goals on Friday night by Braden Gelsinger, Max Humitz, and Steven Ruggiero got the game clincher, scoring on an empty net with under a minute to play for a 3-1 win. Merrick's Mittens made 30 saves for Lake Superior State, while Matt Jerusik turned away 26 shots for Michigan Tech. Something was eerily similar on Saturday. Hobie Baker candidate Diego Cuglietta scored LSSU's first and third goals on the day to reach 20 for the season, and Lake Superior State posted a second consecutive 3-1 win to sweep the 2-game set and record its 20th win of the season for the first time since 2006-07. Max Humitz added his 14th of the year for the game winner. Michigan Tech's Hobie candidate Jake Lucchini potted his 8th of the season for the Huskies' lone scorer. Off we go to Bowling Green with Alaska in town. This one was all Falcons as they tied their season high for goals as 7 different players scored in an 8-0 home win on Friday. The victory marked the 3rd time this season the Falcons have scored 8 goals in a game, and the win was the 4th shutout of the season for BGSU. Sam Craig scored twice, while Stephen Bayless and Cameron Wright each tallied their 7th of the year. Jacob Dalton notched his first on a shorty in the 2nd. Saturday was much more competitive as the Falcons and Nanooks went back and forth all night. Alaska's Jake Gresh scored his first of the year less than a minute in, but Connor Ford evened things up less than 3 minutes later. Tristan Thompson and Tyler Klein extended the Nanooks lead to 3-1, but Cameron Wright and Will Cullen pulled BGSU even, and that's how this one would end, officially a 3-3 tie. The Nanooks' Kyler Hope ended the contest in the 3-on-3 session for the extra conference point. Bemidji State was just behind visiting Northern Michigan in the standings before welcoming the Wildcats to town. Troy Loggins opened the scoring with a shorthanded goal for Northern Michigan, but Charlie Combs answered 50 seconds later. Griffin Logren gave NMU another 1-goal lead early in the 3rd, but Brad Johnson once again tied it at 2 later in the 3rd, and 2-2 was the official final score. Ethan Somoza helped Bemidji State earn the extra conference point in the 3-on-3, pulling BSU within 3 points of NMU in the standings. And a chance to tie on Saturday. I'll save you the suspense. Zach Driscoll stopped 21 shots, while Adam Brady, Brendan Harris, and Nick Cardelli each potted a goal to lead Bemidji State to a 3-0 win. A victory that gave the Beavers 5 of 6 points in the weekend series to move them into a 4th-place tie with Northern Michigan in the WCHA standings. We'll finish up with Ferris State at Anchorage. Cooper Zeck staked the Bulldogs to an early 1-0 lead Friday with his 7th tally of the season, and that's how this thing stood until the 3rd. The hometown Seawolves tied it up early in the final frame, but Hunter Wendt found Cole Norris, who fired a one-timer past Christian Stead for the game winner and a 2-1 victory for Ferris State. On Saturday, Nicholas Erb Ekholm put the Seawolves on the board first. Then the Bulldogs' Joe Rutkowski fired a shot at the UAA goal that was tipped by Craig Palfy to tie things at 1, and that's how this one would officially end. Jonah Renouf sent a shot on goal that trickled past Ronnie Salmon-Kangas 1 minute into the 3-on-3 period for the extra conference point for Anchorage. Not much time to make up points, but with 2 ties and 2 weeks left to play, anything can happen. Despite not playing, Minnesota State still has a double-digit lead over Bowling Green and Lake State, who are now tied with 47 points. Bemidji State and Northern Michigan are also tied with 44. Michigan Tech is 7 back, followed by the Nanooks, Chargers, Bulldogs, and Seawolves. We have 2 weeks left and no more days off. This week, Huntsville is at Ferris State, Anchorage at Tech, the Lakers are in Northern Michigan, Bowling Green at Bemidji State, and Minnesota State travels to Alaska. As usual, we'll wrap things up with our weekly awards. Our WCHA Forward of the Week is Max Humitz from Lake Superior State, who scored the game-winning goal on both Friday and Saturday to help the Lakers to their first 2-game series sweep of Michigan Tech since, get this, the 1983-84 season. Humitz' 2 game-winning goals and his +5 rating both led WCHA and tied for the national lead on the week. Our defenseman of the week is his teammate at Lake State, Steven Ruggiero, who blocked 6 shots and garnered a +3 rating on the weekend, in addition to scoring his 6th goal of the season. Our goaltender of the week, once again, Zach Driscoll of Bemidji State, who backstopped the Beavers to a 5-point series victory versus Northern Michigan. After a 16-save, 65-minute performance on Friday to earn a tie, he recorded his 3rd shutout of the season on Saturday with 21 saves. And our Rookie of the Week is another goaltender, Roni Salmon-Kangas of Ferris State, who had a big weekend for the Bulldogs as FSU totaled 4 points in action at Alaska Anchorage to remain in the WCHA postseason chase. He notched a .96 goals against average and a 95.8 save percentage while playing over 124 minutes in net to earn a win and a tie. Don't forget to find us on your favorite social media sites, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well, and of course for live nightly game coverage, log on to flowhockey.tv where you can sign up for monthly or season passes. That's it for now. We'll be back again with more next week. Just 2 to go in the regular season. This has been Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps.